Reading Adventures by Diane Schneider. Oh, how I love to read books to my students. We love all the great adventures that we can go through in a book. My students and I have gone back to the time of dinosaurs, like the woolly mammoths. We were hunters and traveled with the herd. Then we went on to the Arctic Circle to visit the polar bears and slid on the ice. In another book, we visited a national park, like Yellowstone National Park. We were like the early explorers and found boiling mud pots, steaming rivers, and even lots of animals. While we were in Yellowstone, we could become park rangers and learn about a geyser called Old Faithful, just to see the wonders of the world. How exciting is that? Yet in another book, we continued to be an early explorer or hunter, and we traveled with the roaming bison. We can continue to read about how the Native Americans used all of the animal for survival. In the next book, we became a trailblazer through a forest so that others could follow and look for tree houses or even animals. We were spelunkers and explored the wonders of caves. We will study the different formations such as the stalactites. Always have your flashlight with you. Books can let us travel to a different state, such as Alaska, and we can read to find more about what it is like to live there. Or we might even find an iceberg. We can read more to find out how an iceberg could sink a big ship. I hope our captain is watching where he is going. Then we went on to become an alligator hunter in another book. We even got to wrestle with them in the swamp. Other books let us travel to see historical sites, such as Mount Rushmore. We read about our presidents like George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Theodore Roosevelt, and Abraham Lincoln. We learned while we were reading why they are important to our country. Or we could become an astronaut and fly to the moon. We can even walk on the moon and collect samples for research. I hope we don't forget our spacesuit. If flying to the moon isn't enough, we could swim in the ocean and find fish or even some turtles. Adventures in other books will take us to different countries where we will become samurai and help save the emperor. Yet in our next adventure, we will become a king, queen, prince, or princess for the day. We would even get to live in a castle. We might even see a knight in shining armor. I will continue to read books to my students. Who knows what adventure we will have next?